Hi everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel and another paper crafting video tutorial. Today we are talking about the limited edition exclusive for STAMPtember 2025 from Pinkfresh Studio called Every Lovely Reason. If you are a fan of Pinkfresh Studio and a fan of stencils for coloring in your images, you are going to love today's collaboration. There is a stamp set, stamp die set, and the stamp die stencil. And just like any Pinkfresh products, these stencils make coloring in your images a snap. I started by stamping the image from the stamp set, the large floral frame, with Licorice Pinkfresh Studio ink, and now I'm going to start coloring in the image with the layering stencils. It's a 4-piece stencil set. The first stencil is the leaves, and the final 2 stencils are going to, or final 3 stencils, pardon me, will color in the different areas of the flowers. I am coloring with the mint color ink and some detail blending brushes, trying to get really nice coverage. Before I move on to my next stencil, I will be adding a little bit of the meadow color of ink as well. I'm using my Glassboard Studio glass mat, magnetic mat with the magnets to hold everything in place while I'm working. Something a little different that I did today was stenciling on Simon Says Stamp ivory cardstock instead of white. I love the kind of soft buttery color of the background, and I think it works exceptionally well with the colors of ink I'm going to be using for this beautiful floral frame. One of the things I love to do with these detail blending brushes is to be able to color in different areas on a single stencil with different colors of ink really easily. There's no masking required. You don't have to worry that, your color is going to migrate somewhere else like you would with a larger brush. So detail brushes of some sort are so helpful for this. Now, I wanted some of the leaves to be just a tad darker than others. So you'll notice I kind of went in with that meadow color and added in some darker areas just here and there. Next, we're going to take stencil number 2. And we're going to start adding our colors for these florals. So in this case, I'm going to use Peach Fuzz for some of the flowers. And we'll go ahead and move that one up and out of the way. Coral Reef for some of the flowers. So we're doing an orange kind of reddish peach color and then yellow in our lemon whip color. And we're just going to kind of go around the entire perimeter of our floral frame, alternating these 3 color combos. I'll use the next shade darker when we get to stencils 3 and 4, but I love this color combination. It's one of my favorites, and it works really, really nicely with the ivory color of cardstock. If you've never tried using some sort of a color cardstock, I highly recommend it. It gives a little bit different look than a traditional white. White is fantastic as well, but I'm a huge fan of craft cardstock or a nice light yellow or pink or light blue even, or this ivory. I really love how some stenciling and things look on an ivory background. Even if you wanted to do some alcohol ink coloring, I love how that looks on the ivory. Okay, we're going to move on to stencil number 3, and we're just going to start using that one shade darker in each color family. So I've got some of the darker orange color that I'm using here, which, the color names all blend together. So I know that I'm using passion fruit, and then apricot was the darker orange color I used. So apricot, passion fruit, and sweet mustard. Sweet mustard is one of my favorite yellow shades, and so is passion fruit. And then we've got our final stencil, which is going to color in the center of some of our flowers. So for any of the flowers, I'm just doing a tone on tone. I'm just going to go in with this dark color as well. So super quick and easy. The coordinating dies die cut this image so beautifully. Nice and tight. It cuts out all of those little areas around all of the leaves. Love dies that cut tight, and of course they are untabbed. Next, I want to create some sort of a decorative background. This is a really simple card design today. This is one of those great card designs that if you have limited amount of time, but you still want a beautiful card, these kind of sets work perfect for that. So I'm going in with my same colors of ink. I'm using Coral Reef, or maybe I used passion fruit, the apricot, and our sweet mustard or lemon whip colors. And we are just blending in with this medium dot stencil from Simon Says Stamp to create a soft decorative background that won't compete with the design. Then I'm going to pop up my frame with foam adhesive right over that background. And again, I did that on ivory cardstock. And then we're going to stamp our 3 sentiments from the stamp set. And just like Pinkfresh Studio, you get tons of awesome sentiments. You can mix and match. You can use one, you can use multiple like I'm doing today. You can combine this with other images. It is so lovely. I've used the same colors of ink that I've used throughout the rest of the design to stamp my sentiments. And of course, you get coordinating dies for all of the greetings. And there are a ton of greetings in this set. One of the great things that Pinkfresh Studio does is they give you really unique sentiments, which I think is spectacular. I've popped up my greetings now on my card. I'm going to glue this entire thing to a white top fold card base. And then we are going to take just a super simple embellishment. I chose the peach gems from Spellbinders here. I felt like they really matched the colors of my card really nicely. Plus, I love that teeny tiny size of gem. And we're going to scatter these throughout just for that extra little touch. Again, very, very simple, but beautiful. And you are left with a stunning card. You could even make a whole set of these to give as a gift, like maybe a set of thank you cards or something. And I think it would be gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the STAMPtember set from Pinkfresh Studio called Every Lovely Reason. The supplies I used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly love sharing creativity with this amazing community of crafters. A special thank you goes out to my wonderful Patreon members. I appreciate you all so much. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, you'll find the link in the video description below. Patreon is a private community where you can support more of what I do and enjoy exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, and extra perks. There's something for everyone, and we'd love to have you join our growing community. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.